Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm going to cover how to solve one-step subtraction equations with negatives. So it, we're going to solve these with negatives. We already did them without negatives. It's basically the same thing, but it can be a bit more confusing because we can go into the negatives or into the positives. So now when we solve one-step equations, we want to isolate the variable, which means get it by itself. And the variable is the letter we have in our problems. So we want to get it by itself. Basically, we want to undo whatever is being done to the variable. That way the variable is by itself on one side of the equation. We do this by using the inverse or opposite operation. Keep in mind, it is very important that whatever is done to one side of the equation, it must be done to the other. That keeps everything balanced and equal. Let's jump into number 1, where we have y minus 7 in the parentheses equals minus 12. So, first what we're going to do is we're going to isolate the variable. To isolate the variable, again, we have to inverse our operation. Our operation is subtraction. We're going to change the subtraction to addition. So, we're going to do it like this. We're going to do plus minus 7. The minus 7 is in parentheses, so this basically means we are adding a negative number. We are adding negative 7 to our negative 12. So, because we are doing this, it can get a little bit tricky. Let's say we're doing plus minus 7 here. These two will cancel each other out. So these cancel each other out, which means we have isolated the y, so our variable. Now we're going to do the same at the right side. So we're going to do plus minus 7. Minus 12 plus minus 7 will equal minus 19. Again, it isn't increasing in value because we are adding a negative number. It is decreasing in value because we are adding a negative number. Let's say if we were taking away the negative number, we would be increasing in value. But in this case, we're adding the negative number. So for our final answer, we get negative 19. And we can always check if our answer is correct by plugging it in into our variable spot. So we can do it like this, minus 19. So now we have minus 19 minus minus 7, which means we are increasing the value 7 times. So minus 19 basically plus 7 equals minus 12. So this tells us that we have the correct answer for number 1. Let's go over to number 2. For number 2, we have minus 9 equals x minus minus 5. So to do this again, we're going to isolate our variable. To isolate our variable, we're going to change, or inverse, our operation. Our operation is subtracting, and the inverse, or the opposite, is adding. So we're going to do, again, same thing like this, plus minus 5. Minus 5 plus minus 5 will equal 0. Now, this cancels each other out, so we are just left with the variable. So now we do x equals, and then we do the exact same thing on the other side. Plus minus 5. Minus 9 plus minus 5 will equal minus 14. I wrote this one down differently because in our problem it was wrote down like this. Don't forget to always write it down how you were giving the problem so you don't get any mistakes you didn't really make. So again, our our variable has a value of minus 14, but we're going to check this one more time. So we're going to cross our variable out and plug in our minus 14. So now minus 14 minus minus 5 will increase in value. It will increase in value because we are taking away minus 5. So minus 14 minus minus 5 will be minus 9. So that tells us that our final answer of minus 14 is correct. So let's go to our third equation, where we don't have any parentheses. This makes it a lot easier. So we have k minus 8 equals minus 20. Now, because we don't have a negative number on the left side, we can just do plus 8 at both sides. Plus 8. So minus 8 plus 8 equals, yes, 0. It equals 0. So now we have isolated our variable. Now our variable is alone, and we can go over to the other side. Minus 20 plus 8 isn't going to be minus 28. Don't forget that. Minus 20 is a negative number. So if you add something to it, the value increases, which means our final answer will be minus 12. So don't forget that, and don't mess up the negatives because it can be a bit tricky and confusing. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze real quick. Okay, so now we have a value of minus 12 for our variable. Now again, we're going to check this by plugging it in. So let's get rid of the k and plug in minus 12. So minus 12 minus 8 does decrease the value. Minus 12 minus 8 will be minus 20. So this tells us that our answer of minus 12 is correct. Now let's go over to the last one, where we have minus 18 equals m minus 10. So for this one, again, it is inverted. And so we're going to write our final answer like that. So we have m minus 10. So we're going to inverse our operation. So we're going to do plus 10 plus 10. Now, minus 10 plus 10 will equal 0. So we have isolated our variable. So now, of course, we have to do it on the other side like this. So we get minus 18 plus 10. Minus 18 plus 10, and pause the video real quick, do it for yourself, the minus 18 plus 10, and resume the video if you think you got the right answer. So I will give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Minus 18 plus 10 will equal minus 8. Again, this is because we are adding positive numbers to a negative number, so it will increase in value. Now again, to check for our final answer, we can plug our minus 8 into the variable spot. So minus 8 minus 10 will equal minus 18. So this tells us that our final answer was correct. Now, that was basically the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a question in the comments if you have any. And this was Mr. Mathz. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.